So greetings friend, welcome again in this video. In this video I am going to explain about one of the other controlling statement that is called if else if statement. And as you know that in previous video we are discussing about the program based on if else statement, that is to check whether the person is able to vote or not, and we make it successfully. And now we are going to take about if else if statement. Suppose that this condition satisfy, okay, then print this. But if this condition is not satisfied, then we move to else. But if there is one more condition, then there must be a syntax that is used to as if else if statement. So we will take this program as an example. Suppose you have to find out the biggest number among three. So what you will do in that case, you will check first two number, and from that you will identify that which is the biggest among them. Now from that you will check the another that biggest number from the third one. So this will create a scenario to as a syntax of if else if statement. Now how to make a code based on this type of problem we are going to explore in this video. So let's declare the value of x is 20 because we need a three types of variables. So I choose x, y, oops, okay, y and z, that is of 30. Okay, now first of all we are going to check among these two and identify which is the bigger among these two, and then we will move to that bigger value and compare that value with z, and finally we get which is the biggest among threes. Okay, so first of all we have to check among x and y, and okay, if x is greater than y, then we will print, then we will check whether x is greater than z. Okay, if this condition satisfied, then we will print that is x is biggest number, biggest number among three. Okay, but if this condition is not satisfied, suppose if x is less than z, okay, then we will print z is the biggest number, z is the biggest number among three. Okay, there is grammatical mistake. Okay, that's not an issue. Okay, so this will check that z is the biggest number. But what happens if this condition is initially failed? Suppose x is not greater than y is greater than x, then what was the statement? Then we will move to the another statement, that is to check else if, you can write in Python that elif to check, to perform the else if statement, whether y is greater than x, or here basically we write else y. Okay, if this condition is failed, suppose y is greater than x, then we definitely move towards the else statement. So there is no need to write this, you can directly move to other statement, and here we will check whether y is greater than z. If it is, then we will write print y is the biggest number among three. Okay, but what happens if y is not greater than z? Then we will move towards that is called our else statement that will print z is greater, z is the biggest number among 3. Okay, so what is going in this code, that first of all x and y will be compared, and suppose if x is greater, then this part of the code will execute, and in this part x is another compare with z to check whether the x is greater than z or not. If x is greater, then this message will be printed, and if it's not, then z will be the biggest number will be printed. But if initially this condition is fails, then we will move to else statement, and this part of the code will be executed, and in this code we will check whether the y is greater than z. If y is greater than z, then y is the biggest number will be printed on the output screen, and if it is not satisfied, this condition is not satisfied, then else statement will be executed. So now run the program. Oops, there is an error. Okay, let's save it. Now run. Now let's run the program. We already remove our error, so here is run and check the result. So here you will see that z is the biggest number among 3, and you will find that z value is 30. Let's change that value, and I will write a 5 and save it and run. So x is greater. What's the value of x? That is 20. Okay, now let's change the value of x, and it may be 2. Then who is the greater? Then y is the biggest number, and y value is 10. Now if I again change the value of y and run the program, then z is the biggest number among 3. Yes, z is the biggest number among 3. So this is the code based on if else if statement. So I think you really get this video, and I definitely catch you in the next video. Thank you.